Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Fetch Quest podcast, where we talk about video games and more. Today, I am joined by my fellow co-host Logan Brewer,
Wahoo!
and we're gonna cut to the chase today. So, we just got the recent news that Charles Martinet, the role of Mario in a lot of 3D Mario games, has retired today from his role as Mario.
Yeah, very shocking news, especially since I was in work when I saw it, and we met the man just a couple of weeks ago. Because
Yeah, we went to you first.
I was just gonna say, dude is a legend in the voice acting industry, and he's just made so many people's childhood memories. And after decades voicing Mario, it is kind of crazy to see him pass on the role to someone else.
Yeah, that is really weird because every time, my childhood has just been around Charles Martinet, him playing Mario, because it's so iconic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just started with Galaxy, then went on from there, and then just for years and years, I've been listening to one man. Sounds a
Didn't
little
he?
weird when
I
I
thought
put it like that, but he's a cool man at least.
I've been listening to one man my entire life. Brewer says.
But hey, that man wore a cool ass hat when we met him, so it's
True.
passable.
It's crazy because as of this recording, we actually met him 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, man was dripped out when we met him.
Yeah, he was dripped out, and I really if Charles ever hears this, we seriously appreciate you for everything you've done, and
Yeah, beyond
getting to meet you in person was incredible. It was such a fun experience.
Yeah, beyond everything that we said to him just at the convention, which there was a lot, because I mean, man made the childhood memories. You got a lot to say to him. But beyond that, just from bottom of my heart, and I know from a lot of people, is just thank you so much for the memories, Charles, because honestly, just his wahoos have just made my day a lot of times.
Oh, they're iconic. They're I don't they're so intrinsically intertwined with his voice, I want to say, that it's weird. You know what I mean?
And the man's personality too was great, because I remember talking to him. He was so fucking nice, I swear to God.
He was so nice. Seriously, guys, if you ever get a chance to meet Charles Martinet, he was so nice.
Because as he was
Cool.
signing some my games for me, he was talking into Mario voice. He's like, thank you very much.
He did the exact same thing for me, and he went super guy. I can't do the voice, but he did it in the Mario voice.
Yeah,
which
since
was
even though there's
awesome.
He's probably met probably thousands of people now telling him very similar stuff. Every single one of them, though, it's he really appreciates his fans.
Yeah, that really hit home for me. Just
Yeah.
that really made me appreciate him even more. It's just this is a hardworking man who has not only left his impact on gaming as a whole, but is also just he appreciates those who appreciate him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because with the stuff he signed too, he wrote so much stuff on mine. I know on yours,
Dude,
he wrote shit ton too. Since you got the Mario Kart Wii signed, right? And it had Luigi and Mario on it.
I got my case of Mario Kart Wii signed, and he signed it, I think, in 3 different colors with Mario, Luigi, and then something else. It was incredible.
Pink for Peach, maybe.
I think he did blue for something. They probably just for the super guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. I had such a fun time, but I want to go over some of the roles because obviously he plays Mario, but he plays other characters like Wario, Waluigi,
Bad
Luigi.
Mario.
Don't forget, we cannot forget that he plays popular iconic character Parthenax in 2011 in Skyrim.
And Magenta and 2022's Dragon Ball Super Superhero.
Wait, is he actually?
Yeah. I mean, I knew the Parthenax one already because one of our old buddies was always talking about him, or Charles voicing him, which I would have never fucking known. You go from voicing Italian plumber to a dragon.
I mean, dude, if he's got the talent, go for it. You know what I mean?
I mean, he does have a really good range because I looked him up a little bit, and dude is really talented and just like a lot of languages. He speaks fluent French, Spanish, and he can speak some Italian, which is very fitting considering he voices an Italian man.
That is pretty funny, actually. Like I mean, obviously you expect him to learn Italian because he has to engross himself into this Italian character, and he has to just he has to make it feel real. You know what I mean?
Guy, pause for a second. There's a huge wasp in my room. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Kiss it.
Hey guys, Editing Brewer here. Because a wasp decided to invade my room while I was trying to talk about Daddy Charles, this little next bit won't really make sense connected, so I'm just throwing this in there. Very sorry about this. Bye bye. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the video.
But yeah, back to what we were saying before. The wasp kicked Brewer's ass.
Hey, that thing got flushed down the toilet. I do not know what you mean by kicked my ass.
But essentially Charles Martinet, like Brewer was saying, like he's really made an impact on so many people's lives, like just in the video games and the Wahoo, like it's so iconic. Like you cannot think Mario without thinking that too. You know what I mean?
No, I definitely know what you mean. All the sounds he's made, you hear it and you're like, that's Mario. Who else would it be? Because like even a lot of my coworkers who aren't really that big into video games, a lot of them still grew up on like the 64 and stuff. They know who Mario is, and hearing Wahoo is a big part of it.
Yeah, it's really crazy, and I'm pretty sure Mario, if I'm correct, he's in the top 5 most iconic characters ever.
Oh, definitely. And I mean too, when you're playing a game and you have a sound effect that's constantly going off, you need it to be a good sound effect, and his voice, I mean, every time Mario goes, hop, hoo, woo! I mean, never gotten tired of it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's crazy how just iconic that is. And it's such a simple design, and such a simple you're just making some voice, you're a few voice lines for a character, but it's it blew up so fast because it worked so well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's kind of crazy to think that he's become so iconic when with the Mario role, he to my knowledge, he barely made it in time for the role. Because I remember hearing a story about it, how he was going to the place where they were doing auditions, and it was pretty late, and he got there barely in time. He was like, hey, can I audition? And I think the guy looked at his watch or something, he's like, sure. He's like, give me Italian man plumber. And then he was talking about how he did the impression, and then he was like, okay, thank you for your time. And he got the call, and ever since then it's been history.
Exactly. And god, his influence is just everywhere into with the Mario series. Again, he doesn't just play Mario, he plays Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi, not just for the mainline series, but also the sports titles too.
Oh yeah.
They gotta make sure everything sounds right.
Even though they're similar, he can bring out their personalities really well.
Exactly.
But Luigi's always been kind of a coward, but he can bring in some heroism every now and then. But he's just not usually as confident as his brother. Waluigi's a menace. Wario is a smelly fat dude that eats onions. I don't know what else to say about him.
He nares once, then farts on you, and then you...
Okay, wrong game series, but...
You lose your stock.
Accurate.
But...
He is a menace in that regard as well.
Exactly. But,
I don't think about, did he voice act for Smash Bros. Ultimate?
He might have. I think he did, because, I mean, there's no point not...
Yeah, something. Because I know now he's not doing any roles. He's not going to be a Mario Wonder.
Yeah, that is the first game he's not going to be in, right?
Yeah, which is kind of funny considering when the Mario voice clip got uploaded for the trailer for the game, when it was being announced, people were arguing whether it was actually Charles or not. And seeing how it's been confirmed he has no involvement in the game, there's a new actor we don't know about that did a really good fucking Mario impression to fool the internet.
Yeah, new Mario that, yeah.
That, and I'm wondering if they're going to be splitting up the actors now, having Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Luigi all having separate actors.
Yeah, because they are pretty diverse in terms of voice talent. The thing is, I didn't know that all 4 of them were voiced by Charles Martinet until like 5 or 6 months ago.
Really? That's
Yes,
surprising.
yeah. Well, it's like, well, I mean, obviously, like I didn't. It's not. I'm not saying I didn't care, but it's like, I was like, oh, okay, these guys are doing a really good job, like whoever they are, and then like I finally realized, oh my god, it's all Charles Martinet. I was like, holy crap, that just made me respect him even more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because again, the personalities he brings out, it's just it takes a lot of talent to do that. That and just a lot of emotion as well, I think. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not an
that's
expert on
really hard
voice
to do.
acting because I can't. If I tried to voice act, it would sound like shit. I'm just gonna be honest. It'd sound
Bro,
like shit.
bro, you were playing an anime protagonist who has just lost his family to a fire. How would you portray this?
I'll never forgive you.
Perfect, you're hired.
Sweet.
But yeah, that's like
Can I have a big booby lady follow me around for absolutely no reason now?
she has no personality except she loves you.
Actually, wait, no. We got to be a little more accurate. 3 big booby women follow me around.
Ah, so ReZero.
Accurate.
But yeah, that's it's crazy because like I after this like I especially kind of want to make a voice acting a video in video games. Now it's really underutilized.
Yeah, if we had more time, I would have actually said I wanted to talk about that too. Because there is so much more talent that goes into voice acting than just Wahoos and stuff with Charles. Especially like full-on JRPGs where the characters are talking forever. Like,
Oh god, yeah. There's a lot of work that goes into that. Like I honestly like I'm very
yeah,
like
but still not discrediting Charles' work though, because again, a lot of passion goes into the stuff he has done.
oh, of course. And it's like it makes you realize just like how much work goes into like individual roles. Like think of the cast for Persona 5, how long they spent in the recording booths just like recording lines over and over and over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because not everything's gonna go well in one take.
Yeah, like you need to make it sound natural but also make it not sound like bad. You know what I mean? That's really
Yeah,
hard.
that and to fit the context a lot of times. Because even with the Wahoos he's had with Mario, I mean, Mario's been in a lot of different spin-offs where you need to portray a lot of different emotions, so he's definitely had to change it up every now and then.
I wonder if Charles Martinet gave it his all for voice acting Mario when Mario had to kick a soccer ball towards Behemoth from Final Fantasy.
He probably did, and he slayed.
That's a real thing, by the way. There's a Mario soccer.
No, the sports mixed.
Yeah,
It's a funny
sports mix.
game.
That's real, by the way. That's a real thing that happened.
I wish they re-released that because that game always looked so fun as a kid. But I always remember it would be the game I would play at parties, but nothing else.
Lamau. Yeah,
Like,
so like that game had the collaboration with Final Fantasy, so they added in a Behemoth, it's their most popular enemy in the series, into that game. It was really funny.
you know what? Weird topic or tangent to go off of. I'm kind of interested to see like Charles do like impressions for Sephiroth or something.
Hold up. Oh, God.
That or like talking to Mario voice, but talk like you would for Sephiroth.
I will never be a memory.
Yeah, there you go. That was pretty damn good.
That would be really funny. That would be really
I
funny.
think Charles would have given you a passing grade on that.
He would be like, "Good job," and I would be like, "Thank you,
Thank you, Daddy Charles.
thank you so much." But yeah, just like
It means
just
so
to
much
kinda,
to me, sir.
just to kind of like wrap this up a little bit. I think it's very like important to just appreciate those who who've been behind the roles of some of our favorite characters. I personally am a very big Mario fan, so this kind of like hurt me a bit today when reading this because I mean like I grew up on Mario and it's crazy
Yeah.
how like someone's gonna be taking the mantle now of like voice acting one of my favorite characters ever.
I will say one cool thing though. His last voice acting role, Mario related, was as Mario's father in the Mario movie. So that is kind of cool in a way, having the dude voice Mario's father to like kind of pass on the torch.
Oh yeah, that is that is a little bit of a passing torch.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm hoping it doesn't get passed on to fucking Chris Pratt because his voice was like it was better than I thought it was going to be in the Mario movie, but I still hope for the video games they have a new voice actor that's on par with Charles.
Chris Pratt's he's a great actor, by the way. I love him in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's a
But
great actor. Don't get me wrong,
yeah,
especially Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah, of course. Oh my God, Guardians of the Galaxy is so good in it.
Since I love Volume 3, it was so good.
Volume 3 is so peak. But yeah, I'm with you on that. I do think like Mario should be like someone who, someone who has a lot of energy for like small phrases. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And like you said earlier, I think this new guy who is a voice Mario, if this is a new person and not Charles Martinet, has done a pretty good job like for impersonations. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. And while it is a bit sad to see him go on, I mean, we do have to face the facts. He is getting a little older since I think he's 67 now.
That's crazy.
And he's been voicing Mario for decades, so maybe while it is sad to see him go, we're always gonna hold his stuff in high regard in the Hall of Fame. But let them pass on the torch to a new guy. If they can do a good job, then wahoo.
Exactly. And I mean, it's about time to pass the torch. If he felt like it was right, then I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what I
still
mean?
happy he has the position as a Mario ambassador because that dude's like a face of Mario, if we're gonna be honest.
No, he is. Like, the only person I could really say, like, who besides him is, like, Miyamoto, but, like, yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I mean the persona of Mario is definitely Charles.
It really is. It's crazy. It's crazy how, like, and we can confirm this, too, because of GalaxyCon. It's really crazy how right you are.
Yeah, that convention was so fun, and I'm so glad they brought Charles that year because again, when we saw he was gonna be there, I was so excited.
I was so happy about that dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, and that was so good timing to meet him before the announcement of his retirement from the Mario voice acting role.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm glad we got to do it before, he retired. But yeah, I mean, with that being said, guys, we just wanted to make this to commemorate one of our favorite people in all of gaming. Like this video if you think we should do more stuff like this, some small videos, just to talk about smaller things.
Yeah, maybe comment your favorite Mario game, something that really had an impact on you. And I'd say I'll probably just raise one to Charles.
Yeah, and
because the one thing I've loved, at least from him retiring, is all the love and appreciation he's been getting online for him retiring and up for all the memories.
Yeah, of course. And subscribe for more if you want to see more content like this, because we try to post this stuff weekly. But yeah, guys, with that being said, we've been Fetch Quest, and thank you very much, Charles Martinet.
Thank you very much. Wahoo!